This morning. I even saw a little bit of frost on the way in, had some on my car even early this morning. We were in the low to mid 20s outside of the perimeter, in town, upper 20s. So winter-like, no doubt about it. It was a very, very chilly, cold, freezing, frigid, whatever you want to call it, sort of start to the day, and it will gradually warm up. Though today is still going to be relatively cool out there. So we're going to be watching a gradual warm up. First thing that you'll notice that we're kind of focusing in here on the first alert forecast, in the first alert forecast rather, and it does look like the conditions will get a little bit more comfortable. You can shed the heavy winter coat, but as we get into our kind of prime time here for holiday festivities, yes, it'll be warmer, but unfortunately also we are tracking a greater chance of rain, a first alert already for Christmas Day. So we're going to be watching this here for you pretty closely in the days to come. There could be some minor fluctuations to the forecast, but we're getting more and more confidence in the fact that rain will be widespread and it could impact some of your holiday weekend plans. So we're going to be watching that pretty closely here over the next several days, keeping you updated here on ANF Plus, Atlanta News First Plus, also the Atlanta News First app, First Alert Weather app, and of course Atlanta News First and Atlanta News First on Peachtree TV, Atlanta CW affiliate. Opening up my weather computer here, just kind of screen left, just out of the camera shot. Going to open it up and we'll walk through the weather story, the forecast, what we have going on here for the next several days. So again, it looks like the next couple of days, yes, we have more clouds, but also dry weather remains. Live outside right now, you can see the clouds moving in across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. They streamed in last night into this morning, and those clouds will remain in the forecast, but they're high-level clouds. They're ice crystals way up there in the sky. They're not producing any rain, not forecast to produce any rain here for at least the next, 3, 4, almost going into 5 days. In fact, we'll break out that extended rain chance forecast for you right now. And get the idea, a dry stretch besides the clouds, and then first alert Monday, that is Christmas Day. Rain will be widespread and could be locally heavy, and then we're trending drier again Tuesday the 26th on into the middle of next week. There was some uncertainty. There still is a little bit with exactly how quickly we dry out on the backside of this storm system, so we'll be watching that pretty closely here in the days to come over the next several days. Keep an eye on exactly how this plays out. But right now, the main focus is Christmas Day. That's the day we're going to be watching for potential weather impacts here across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. More of that in just a moment, though. First, outside right now. Temperature still chilly, 41 in Atlanta, 36 Canton, 29 in Blairsville, 33 in Rome, 36 Carrollton. Keep in mind, it is after 10 a.m., so we're mid-morning. And in Blairsville, still below freezing. Most of us still mid to upper 30s. There probably is still some frost in the shade out there this morning. So it's cold, and it will remain cold for the next couple of hours. Yes, we're gradually warming up across North Georgia, Metro Atlanta, now that the sun has been up for a few hours now. And that warm-up will continue, again, hour-by-hour forecast, taking you deeper into the morning and eventually the afternoon. Notice how by noon, mid to upper 40s, so a good warming trend of maybe 5, 6, 7 degrees over the next couple of hours. We'll reach our warmest temperatures, 48 to 52 in most spots, maybe 2:30, 3:30 in the afternoon, with a mix of sun and filtered clouds, kind of a wispy sort of cloud scenario in the sky this afternoon. So we'll still have sunshine making it through, but yes, partly to mostly cloudy, thin layer, but plentiful layer of clouds out there this afternoon and into this evening. Temperatures will be chilly again after sunset. No surprise there. You will need the coat once again as temperatures slide back into the mid to upper 40s and eventually lower 40s, and eventually beyond that, temperatures back in the 30s and lower 40s as we get into tomorrow morning. I think more 30s than anything else. Maybe not many 40s, but probably fewer 20s on the map compared to this morning. Again, a look at high temperatures city by city here: Atlanta, Gainesville, Athens, Rome, and Newnan. No matter where you're watching from across the Atlanta News First viewing area, not a big change in temperatures out there. Upper 40s, lower 50s, the rural coolest, maybe mid to upper 40s up in the mountains this afternoon. It'll be warmest, kind of using air quotes there, warmest, as we get into that 2:30, 3:30 time frame. That's when high temperatures, those numbers you see on the screen right now, will be reached. A lot of folks, probably their last day of work today before an extended Christmas holiday, and the evening commute not looking bad. Lots of clouds, but a green light. It's chilly, more clouds, light breeze, no rain to speak of, so not a bad evening commute at all. Temperatures sliding back to the upper 40s by 5:36 p.m., so make sure that you do grab the jacket before you leave the office. The heavy coat you came in with this morning, you probably will need it again tomorrow morning, so make sure you bring it with you because as I pull out the 7-day forecast, you'll notice that tomorrow also begins with temperatures in the low to mid 30s. I think another freeze, a solid bet, especially outside of I-285, the perimeter. Tomorrow, also the winter solstice, the official first day of winter, the day in which we have the least amount of daylight in the northern hemisphere. So tomorrow, first official day of winter, but actually a little bit warmer than today, upper 50s in the city. Some will stay, though, in the low to mid 50s, especially further to the north. 60 Friday, 64 Saturday, Christmas Eve, Sunday, more clouds, so kind of a gloomy looking day, but we're going to keep your forecast dry. High temperatures in the mid 60s. And then we're back into the upper 50s, lower 60s as we get into our Christmas day. So not all that cold for Christmas. However, we are watching a continued chance, a likely chance of showers, perhaps some briefly heavy rain, though not really forecasting much in the way of thunder for Christmas Day Monday. But it could be a day where you wake up to rain and you have rain on and off all the way through the day, even into going to bed Christmas night. It does look like Tuesday the 26th, obviously a big day for folks making returns. Kind of a little bit old school there if you prefer to go into the mall, or if you just maybe go see a movie, typically on the 26th. Good weather for that. But also some of those outdoor activities, a little bit better. We're going to start to pare down that rain chance. And some data is actually even more swift in moving out the widespread rain. And we may continue, fingers crossed here, be able to drop that Tuesday 26th rain chance as we get a little bit closer to the event and data becomes a little bit more clear. But for now, doesn't look first alertable. I think you'll be able to get your plans in on Tuesday, a little bit more difficult Monday, Christmas Day, hence the first alert. And then more improvement, but maybe back to some colder air as we get into the middle of next week, the days leading up to the official start of the new year. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to remind you, and not too long from now, an hour and 45 minutes, we're going to be on Atlanta News First at noon. You can stream that newscast even if you're away from the TV. First Alert Weather app, the Atlanta News First app, AtlantaNewsFirst.com, and Roku, Amazon Fire, any of those places that you typically stream us on. We'll catch you again at noon. We'll have a traffic update with Cheshire Bridge, the latest news headlines, and First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez back with your complete First Alert forecast. Make sure you have a wonderful day. Keep the jacket around. Chilly weather on the way. And again, First Alert, rain is in the forecast. Christmas Day could impact some of your Christmas plans.